You don't win 2026 in December. You don't win it in June. You don't even win it in March. You win 2026 in January quietly, privately, when nobody is watching and nobody is clapping. January is not just another month. January is a decision, a signal you send to yourself about what kind of year this will be. Most people waste January recovering from last year. Winners use January to build the next 5 years. And if you miss January, you don't lose immediately, but you spend the rest of the year trying to catch up. Let me tell you the truth nobody likes to hear. Motivation is highest in January, but discipline is weakest. That's why most people feel excited for a few days and then slowly return to the same habits, the same routines, the same excuses. They don't fail loudly, they drift quietly. And by the time they realize it, the year has already decided its direction. If you want to win 2 Ederson 6, January cannot be emotional. It must be intentional. You don't need big goals. You need clear systems. You don't need inspiration. You need structure. January is for designing. The first thing you must understand is this. January is not about doing more. It's about deciding what not to do anymore. Winning years are built by subtraction, not addition. Before you plan what to add to your life, you must remove what is draining it. Your energy, your focus, your time, these are limited. If January is filled with distractions, 2026 will be filled with regrets. So January starts with honesty, brutal honesty. You sit down and look at your life without excuses. Where is your time actually going? Not where you think it goes, where it truly goes. Who is influencing your thinking? What habits are stealing your focus? What comforts are keeping you average? January is the month where you stop lying to yourself politely. Most people plan goals like fantasies. They say, this year I will be successful. Winners plan like engineers. They break life into days, not years. January is where you build daily standards, not resolutions. Standards. A standard is non-negotiable. A resolution is optional. Winners don't rely on willpower. They rely on systems that work even when motivation disappears. Your January must have one primary focus, not 5, not 10. One direction, one area that if improved will make everything else easier. When you chase everything, you catch nothing. Iffy but a fashion. Iffy then you catch nothing. January is about narrowing your life, not expanding it. Decide what matters most for your future income, your future confidence, your future independence, then build January around that. Every morning, every evening, every decision should point in that direction, not perfectly, consistently. January mornings decide January outcomes. How you start your day decides how you live your year. Winners don't start January checking messages, scrolling feeds, or reacting to noise. They start with control. Control of attention, control of energy, control of direction. This is about identity. Every morning you show up. You are voting for the person you are becoming. January is also the month of delayed pleasure. While others are still partying, relaxing, and postponing effort, winners are quietly working. Not because they are extreme, but because they understand timing. Sacrifice in January creates freedom later. Comfort in January creates pressure later. You choose once, but you pay for it all year. One of the biggest mistakes people make in January is trying to change everything at once. That never works. Real change is boring. It looks small. It feels repetitive, but it compounds fast. Choose simple habits you can repeat daily, even on bad days, especially on bad days. Consistency beats intensity every single time. January is also about rebuilding self-trust. Most people don't lack confidence, they lack evidence. They've broken promises to themselves too many times. January is your chance to rebuild that trust through small wins. Do what you said you would do, even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's uncomfortable. Confidence is built through action, not affirmations. Your environment matters more than your motivation. In January, redesign your surroundings. Remove distractions, clean your space, simplify your digital life. If your environment stays the same, your behavior will return to the same patterns. Don't rely on self-control. Design your life so discipline becomes easier. January is also when you decide how you will use time when nobody is forcing you. Free time reveals your true priorities. Winners use free time to grow. Average people use it to escape. What you do after work, After study, after responsibilities, that's where the future is built. Stop over-consuming content in January. Reading, watching, listening these feel productive, but they often become excuses. Learning without application is entertainment. January is for doing. Apply what you already know. You don't need more information. You need execution. Results will not show immediately. That's the trap. Most people quit because they don't see progress fast enough. Winners understand that January is planting season. You don't dig up seeds to check if they're growing. You water them, you wait, you trust the process. Another critical part of January planning is saying no to distractions, no to unnecessary commitments, no to people who drain your energy, no to habits that don't align with your future. Every no protects a bigger yes. And January is when those boundaries are formed. Your physical energy cannot be ignored. You can't win 2026 exhausted. Sleep, nutrition, movement, these are not optional. They are foundations. A tired mind makes poor decisions. January is the month to stabilize your energy so you can think clearly and act decisively. You must also plan January emotionally. Your emotions will fluctuate. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. Some days you'll feel lost. Don't attach your identity to feelings. Build routines that carry you through low days. Winners don't ask, how do I feel today? They ask, what needs to be done? January is not about perfection. You will miss days. You will make mistakes. That's normal. The difference is how fast you return. Never miss twice. That rule alone can change your year. One bad day doesn't ruin progress. Quitting does. Your inner dialogue in January is powerful. Watch how you speak to yourself. Stop saying, I'll try. Say, I will. Stop saying, this is hard. Say, this is training. Language shapes identity. Identity shapes behavior. You also need reflection time in January. At the end of each day, ask yourself simple questions. Did I move closer to my goal today? What distracted me? What worked? What didn't? Reflection turns experience into wisdom. Don't compare your January to anyone else's. Everyone starts from a different place. Comparison steals focus and creates pressure. Stay in your lane. Progress quietly. Let results speak later. January is when you build momentum, not fame. Nobody needs to see your grind. In fact, it's better if they don't. When results appear later, people will call it luck. You'll know it was January. Understand this deeply. How you live January is how you vote for your future self. Every choice is a message. Take my life seriously, or I'll figure it out later. Later never comes. But you're telling yourself. You can be If you plan January well, February becomes easier. March becomes clearer. By mid-year, you're no longer chasing, you're leading. That's how years are won. Not with dramatic changes, but with disciplined starts. So don't overthink January. Simplify it. One focus, simple habits, clear boundaries, daily execution, honest reflection, quiet consistency. And remember this, January doesn't care about your intentions. It responds only to action. You don't need to feel ready. You need to start. Start imperfectly. Start scared. Start small. But start. Because if you win January, you don't just improve your year, you change your direction. And when December 2026 arrives, you won't be asking, where did the year go? You'll be saying, this is exactly what I built. That's how you plan January. That's how you win 2026.